Today's topic is a bit sensitive. Our only goal is to educate you. Get ready to peel back the layers of a topic that's not often discussed but deserves our attention. The strange behaviors exhibited by children who've had the unfortunate experience of being raised by narcissistic parents.
There's all this pressure to be all of these things, to be fucking perfect, but I'm not. I'm not fucking perfect! Yes, you are!
Watch until the end and get to know the peculiar signs if you observe this from the children you meet. It's a roller coaster of emotions, so grab a seat. 1. An aversion to touch and physical affection. In the world of kids dealing with narcissistic parents, some have this weird thing. They don't like hugs or touches. It's not that they hate love. It's just that hugs and touches feel scary to them. Imagine being afraid that a hug might hurt. That's how these kids feel. When someone tries to hug them, they might flinch or pretend to laugh, but deep down, they're using these tricks to protect themselves. It's like they're building a shield because they expect bad things from a simple hug. This isn't just about physical touch. It's about the way they protect their feelings, too. Trust is a tricky thing for them, like a puzzle that's hard to solve. Moreover, it's not just about hugs. It's about their feelings, too. These kids find it challenging to connect with others emotionally. They guard their feelings because they're afraid of being hurt. Rebuilding trust and understanding their fear of vulnerability is like opening a door to a better connection with them. 2. Control issues. Some kids with narcissistic parents become little bosses, not because they like bossing people around, but because they want to feel in charge. Think of it like this. They're trying to avoid feeling weak or powerless. So they become experts in saying no, arguing, and doing the opposite of what they're told. It's not just rebellion for fun. It's their way of surviving in a home where everything feels out of control. This need for control isn't about being mean. It's like a safety jacket in a sea of uncertainty. This control stuff doesn't stop at home. It creeps into their school and friend life too. They might push super hard to be perfect, not because they want to, but because it's like their shield against a world that feels unpredictable. So, when you see them being stubborn or arguing, it's not just a random thing, it's their way of dealing with a world that's been kind of crazy. Understanding this and being patient with their struggle is like helping them untangle a knot. 3. Anger problems. Now let's talk about these kids and their anger. It's not like they're always mad, but when they are, it can be a bit intense. They might throw tantrums or act out, and sometimes they hide their anger in tricky ways. Ever got a high five that stung a bit? Or a hug that was just too tight? For them, it's like they're using these sneaky ways to show their anger without saying it. It's not just about being naughty. It's their unique way of handling all the emotions swirling inside them. Moreover, it's not just about being angry. It's also about figuring out how to express it. These kids might not always say they're mad, but their actions speak volumes. Understanding that their anger isn't just random but a way of dealing with some deep stuff can make a big difference. 4. Difficulty showing genuine care and affection. Imagine a kid who's super sweet to strangers but not so much to their own family. That's a bit strange, right? Well, for these kids, it's like they've got their affection wires crossed. They might be all smiles with people they barely know, but when it comes to their parents, it's like they've locked up their warm feelings. It's not about not loving. It's about struggling to express love in the right way. Building bridges with them means understanding this mix-up in their emotional wiring and helping them reconnect with their feelings. Plus, it's not just about them. It's about everyone around them, too. When they struggle to show love, it affects their relationships. By understanding this, we can work towards creating a space where they feel safe enough to express their genuine affection. Hello, viewers. Surprisingly, Only 80% of you have hit that subscribe button. If you're gaining knowledge and good information from this channel, why not show some support? Subscribing takes just a second and helps us immensely in the YouTube algorithm. Thanks a ton. Ready for what's next? 5. Underdeveloped conscience. Ever seen a kid do something kind of naughty and not even feel a tiny bit sorry? That's what we mean by an underdeveloped conscience. It's like their moral compass is taking a little nap. They might break some rules, but the strange part is they don't seem bothered by it. It's not that they're bad kids, it's just that their compass needs a bit of tuning. Helping them find that moral north and showing them why feeling a little guilty is okay can guide them on a better path. Understanding this isn't just about them doing naughty things. It's about helping them grow into individuals who understand right from wrong, even when no one is watching. 6. Blank face expression. All of a sudden. Have you ever talked to a kid and suddenly their face goes all blank? It's like a magic trick, but not the fun kind. For these kids, it's a sign that something inside them just switched off. It might be because they're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Their face becomes a mask, hiding all the emotions they're trying to deal with. It's not them being rude or ignoring you. It's their way of coping when the world around them gets a bit too much. Understanding this sudden blank face isn't just about them being mysterious. It's about recognizing when they need a moment to collect themselves. Creating a safe space for them to open up can make a world of difference. 7. Afraid of new people. Picture this. A new kid walks into class and suddenly, one of the kids in the corner looks terrified. It's not shyness, it's fear. For these kids, new faces aren't just unfamiliar, they're downright scary. It's like they've been through so much unpredictability that trust becomes really hard for them. Making friends or even talking to someone new can feel like stepping into a danger zone. It's not about them being unfriendly. It's about the fear they carry from their past. Understanding this fear of new people isn't just about making excuses for them. It's about helping them feel secure enough to open up to the world without the constant fear of getting hurt. 8. Always looking down at the floor. Have you ever noticed a kid who's always looking down at the floor? It's not because they dropped something interesting. It's more like they're trying to hide. It's a bit like a shield. When they look down, they don't have to look at the world around them. It's their way of feeling safe in their own little bubble. It's not about being shy. It's about creating a little space where they can breathe without feeling overwhelmed. Understanding this habit isn't just about noticing their posture. It's about recognizing when they might need a bit of encouragement to look up and see the world with a fresh perspective. It's like giving them a gentle nudge to step out of their protective bubble. 9. Scared. Look in the eyes. Eyes can tell a story, and for these kids, it's a story of fear. Have you ever looked into their eyes and noticed a scared look? It's not just a random thing. It's a peek into the emotional roller coaster they're riding. Their eyes reveal a fear that goes beyond the surface. It's not about being overly cautious. It's about carrying the weight of past experiences in their gaze. Understanding this scared look isn't just about feeling sorry for them. It's about creating a space where they feel safe enough to let go of that fear. It's like reassuring them that not every story has to be scary. 10. Waiting for permission of others. Before eating. Imagine having to ask someone if it's okay to eat every single time. It's not just about being polite. It's a habit these kids develop from their need for approval. For them, waiting for permission before eating isn't just a table manners thing. It's about seeking validation. It's like they need someone to say, "Yes, it's okay for you to do this." It's not about being overly polite. It's about feeling insecure about their choices. Understanding this waiting for permission thing isn't just about correcting their table manners. It's about helping them build confidence in making their own decisions. It's like teaching them that it's okay to trust their own choices without always looking for someone else's approval. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the complex world of children abused by narcissistic parents. It's crucial to recognize these behaviors, understand their roots, and offer the support these kids need to break free from the chains of their past. After all, every child deserves a chance to rewrite their story.